Hello everyone, it's me again, Risky Boots, and welcome back to my channel. And hopefully I thought it would be on better terms. So here I'm going to be playing what is that, Sylveon game in the background. Just to relax too. I do have a little bit of a cold, so I'm not really feeling too well. Sorry guys, but you'll be seeing me take like a sip of something every once in a while to help me get over my congestion. But pretty much I'm here to talk about, like, there's this new Sylveon skin and it is gorgeous. It is freaking beautiful. And I don't have it. I wish I did have it. But unfortunately I don't. And I bet a lot of people do. The skin looks really gorgeous. Check out the Pokemon official website if you want to see. I think also maybe I have a video around about it too. It just looks beautiful. It looks better than the Battle Pass skin, honestly. But we look here. Okay, so I did about a decent amount of damage. I'm gonna play this game for you guys. So yeah, just enjoy this game. So I'm here to talk about pretty much the biggest problem with this skin. I'm playing with the Sylveon Battle Pass skin that came out like 2 years ago. But Pokemon UNiTE has had some, how do you say, have made some pretty openly greedy just decisions in the past few years. And it's made a lot of people unhappy. So a little bit about my background with a lot of these MOBA games is, I started off really playing with Smite. Smite was like my all-time favorite game. Had over like 30,000 hours, way too much. Played it all in college. I played like a little bit of League of Legends, but Smite was, I just love the lore. It was too much. I played Paragon before Paragon, I think it was called Paragon or Paramount, before it got like shut down and eaten by Fortnite. And anytime there's a MOBA that pops up, I kind of try it for a second, unless I forget about them. There's so many of them, But pretty much Pokemon UNiTE was like the best of both worlds. Like for me, I was like, oh, I can play Pokemon because I love the Pokemon franchise. I'm a sucker. I'm like, slap that thing on there, let's go. It's just, it's a Pikachu. I'm a fan. And MOBA, like, tower defense, let's go. So it sounded great. And overall, the game is really good. However, it's very easy to tell that the player base has been very, very unhappy with the game for a long, long time. I know this because I'm one of the player base, and also I got a lot of my friends to play Pokemon UNiTE, and they played, and they're not as like giddy as I am about Pokemon, but they immediately told me, like, Josh, like, this game is cute, but it's not that good. And I'm like, no, it's good. And Pokemon UNiTE is good. I still stand by that. But when it comes, the biggest thing that it comes down to is it's very easy to get confused, especially with the monetization. Monetization is probably the biggest thing that is killing UNiTE, because it is very, very, I wouldn't say there are other things like killing, right? Killing, like, no, what is it really, like, I would say affecting the player experience, because one, and other people made videos about this, it feels like you walk into the game and there's just a ton of ads. They have a subscription system, and where you can, I laughed a little bit because you can, pay a monthly fee and get like free gems, which are the in-game currency to buy things, which is just, converting money to something else so people don't realize how much they're actually spending. And you can kind of like make your own kind of currency or make your own independent economy in the game. And so Pokemon UNiTE has they have like maybe 4 different currencies at the moment, where there's gems, which is pay for real money. There's coins, which you can earn in game. There is maybe called a fashion pass, where you can like buy like fashion points. And there's like a crank machine thing that you also earn like that to get free stuff. The problem with these things is they sound cool, and you get a bunch of stuff. However, these things haven't been updated in almost a year. Like, I kid you not, like, there's not been, like, I think the last one I remember was maybe a Talonflame skin in there. And that was it. There was literally no reason. Like, if I logged onto my thing right now, it'd probably say, oh, you probably can't do it. Also, there's like a catch mechanic. They keep adding these like gimmicky odd things to the game. There's a catch mechanic where you can like, you get 2 balls a day, and it randomly generates between maybe 1 to 10, but it's extremely rare to get anything past a 2. Like the odds are just like ridiculously like crazy. And so what you can do is you can pay money for more balls to throw more times, but even then it's randomized how many points you'll get. And so it wasn't really, when people thought it was going to happen, it's like, oh, you can play the game and get ball spins. No, you get 2 a day and you lock to those 2 a day. And I think you pay money just to reactivate the ball spin again. I don't know because it sounds expensive. Some other change that we seen in Pokemon Unite was Pokemon Unite. They recently changed their subscription system where we used to get like a free skin every month. We used to get 40 gems a day for logging in, just logging in. Now we don't get a skin and we get like a frame, and we do not get 40 gems. They just straight up reduced it for some reason that no one knows. Just straight up reduced it. And I bought it. I was doing it for like a long time actually. And then when they switched to the 30, I was like, why am I doing this? You know, the skins were really cool. They're like hip hop style, like that, you know, like they're really cool, but there was just like no point in actually, oh, sorry guys. There's just no point in actually like participating in like this event if the only thing I'm getting is gems, and like the skins are just ridiculous. Like the skins come to almost like a USD value of almost like minimum $30. I don't want to exaggerate, but I say minimum, but if I'm exaggerating, I would say almost like $42 for a skin. There are skins that are like, that I know for a fact, like the Ninetale skin when the game came out, I know for a fact that skin is like $27 or $32. Like I know that skin, because that skin is just sitting there. And if you buying one is like the cost of like that's DLC like area, like targeting or whatever, right? And so I think the biggest thing which makes a lot of people upset is like, you know, cosmetics don't affect the game. Like that's for the person. However, people do want to fully enjoy the game and dress up their Pokemon, or like, you know, make it customizable. And it feels like there's a feature that's locked that can't be unlocked unless you really pay money for it. And they give out like these discounts, you know, 50% off XY, you know, randomly. I think recently we got 20% off. And that's fine, but that's not really like, there's still money involved. Like there's no reason to play the game. So then you say, well, Josh, all the Pokemon in the game are free. Yes, but there's a big problem that is very, very strange with Pokemon Unite, where they actually have new Pokemon released in the game and they're actually locked behind a paywall for a week, and they're free to play in ranked, which makes absolutely no sense. Usually people, I've never seen a game create such an unbalanced state where people just don't have access to characters. Like think about it, like DLC, right? You pay for DLC, so then you get the DLC, you know? But this game is free, and so like there are people who pay money to essentially have access to a character that may or may not be player checked, or may people don't even know like the mechanics of it just fully yet. But there's a group of people who just have money to, and then these Pokemon are not expensive, like $12, which is expensive for a character. But essentially, you know, you're just, you know, it creates like this, you know, have and have not, the haves and haves not, right? Where you can do this and other people can't do this. And so it does create an unfair play, you know, game state where it's one thing to have a character where you can play in casual. It's another thing when it's played in ranked and people don't have ranked is supposed to be an even playing field. And I remember when I was playing Smite, when a new character is unlocked, or we call them gods, when a new god is unlocked, this god is not able to be played in ranked for a whole week because the developers want to see how players react to it. Is the character busted, or people just don't know how to play around this mechanic yet to kind of see how it is. But Unite, no. And also Unite does a thing where, you know, it's hinted, no one knows, but it feels this way, where if a Pokemon has a new battle skin, they're getting a patch update and they're going to give you busted, and they're going to make people feel, oh, well, now this Pokemon is busted, so I kind of have an incentive to buy the skin that doesn't really do anything. So you'll see Pokemon that get, I would say recently, Greninja got a buff because he's getting the battle pass. If Pokemon get a battle pass, they get a buff. Are they in a good place? Maybe, maybe not. It doesn't matter, but they're going to get a real good buff. What is it? Pokemon that are like event Pokemon, like I would say Zacian. What is it? He was behind a wall. He was just gone for like just destructive for months, or whatever. But you could pay money to get access to him right away. Same thing with, you know, so many Pokemon. But the thing about this Sylveon skin, which makes the Sylveon skin just so, you know, controversial. Like Sylveon got a kit rework, which is fine, but this thing is like ridiculously hard to get. Like the amount of money you have to spend, like one, you have to get like a chest, like a tier chest. And then once you get like a tier 4 chest, then you get to open it. And inside I I don't know the numbers off the top of my head. I'll put it up, but literally inside the chest is like, I think it's like 0.2 chance of actually pulling the skin. Like, you know how much money you gotta like put into this game to like randomly pull that thing? Or you can use tickets and get 300 tickets. But also, like, the chests are like daily locked, so you can only get so many chests a day. Then after that, after you get those many chests a day, you can pay money to, you know, be able to unlock a chest earlier. And so what people are saying is, you know, you give a lot and you get a little, because all you're getting is cosmetics. Like, this isn't really changing the game state. And it just feels like Pokemon Unite continues, as people make excuses. I make excuses for them. Continue to, you know, be greedy and, you know, really make these policies. There are parts of the game where they haven't even fixed yet. Like I said, like, we have 4 different currencies, and we, what is it? I would say a big thing for me is like character models. Everyone looks very, very feminine. And I get that that may work for like a certain market, but at the same time, you know, I want my character to look like me, and I don't look like a woman. All the clothes are like really, really tiny. I'm a big boy. But what is it? That's, you know, that's just a personal complaint. It has nothing to do with that. But there's so many access, you know, problems with this game. And I would say honestly, like, I really have not played it too much because, one, there's just a plethora of problems between the player base and not teaching players how to play, and just, you know, the monetization. Like, I don't really feel like there's a real reason to play other than become a master and then you just quit. But then when you become a master, you just get the same clothes you got last time, and it's just a different shade of gray. Like, it's really not too much. The video's over. That's okay. What's it? Oh, well, there it is right there. You get 3 coins a day, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, but oh, okay, I can watch something. Oh, sorry, click on that. There you go. I just want to pull up some stats here. But yeah, but that's one to pull up. And so also, like, I would say, like, at the end is just like the way that you obtain like skins in this game, whatever, with the Sylveon thing, it caused a little bit of problems where Belgium and the Netherlands have I think maybe Pokemon Unite has made the decision, or the Netherlands made the decision, but somebody made the decision, and Pokemon Unite is now banned. You can no longer play Pokemon Unite in the Netherlands or in Belgium because it is considered gambling, which is illegal in some way in that area, which it is gambling. Like, we see a lot of these games where they do that, we call them the gotcha model, where you spin or you roll for something and you may get something or may not get something. And so it is gambling, especially for like a young age. So do I agree that Pokemon Unite needs to get banned? No. Do I agree that they should, you know, not, you know, allow their children or their people to be susceptible to kind of like pay mechanics like this? Absolutely. I completely agree with them that they should be allowed to ban this system, that it's just unnecessary. It's just unnecessary. So yeah, so that's been causing a lot of discussion. I'm a little late on it. Like, I found out about it today, so I was like, oh, let me make this video about it. But yeah, but something has to change, especially the monetization model. You know, we call them whales, the people that fund most of the game. Like, there's a small group of people that pay for, you know, all the stuff, and, you know, allow Pokemon Unite to, you know, keep going. And I'm totally fine with that. Like, I don't mind spending money on something that I enjoy doing, because that means people get paid. That means that people can continue doing great work, and I can continue to enjoy it. So yes, I happily pay. But when I'm not enjoying the game, right? When there's Pokemon that are, you know, behind paywalls that you have to do, when there's like in-game currencies that you don't use. I don't even know how many. Let me see. Like that's how many, like, you know, like, coins I have. What do coins do in this game? I have no idea. I can buy new slots. Same thing with the emblem system. We haven't seen a Pokemon emblem system, like, you know, like an emblem update in a while, like with new emblems. There's just parts of this game that just, you know, are just missing, and it's been 3 years, and it's just honestly unacceptable. Like, especially for a big franchise like this, and also for, you know, such like like, I don't even think the franchise thing, like, for this genre of games. Because if you can make it as a MOBA, we see Fortnite, right? Fortnite's doing, you know, amazing things. And the release of Pokemon are just like, oh, yay, Armarouge. Yay. You know, there was a lot of hype behind, what is it? What's her name? Masquerada. Masquerada had a lot of hype behind her. You know, they were a lot of people bought her. She came out, she was bad, so they just said, "Oh, emergency." They just buffed her to the walls, came home, and then we're like, "Oh, well, I guess I'll just die." And I'm not gonna go into gameplay because gameplay is another problem. I think maybe I talked about it already about gameplay. I think I did in the Interstellar video, yeah, about just being bursty. But overall, I would say, if Pokemon Unite is listening to anything that anyone is saying, not a good look, man. Not a good look. When everyone's at the barbecue and everyone's wearing, jeans and a t-shirt, and you walk up in like a full, suit and tie deluxe at the park, yeah, you could look like you got a lot of money, but it's just not a good look. It's like, hey, not the time and place. So when you see your players and your player market is, these group of people that play this game and the game that's free to play, it's not a good look to try to like just milk your people dry, like, just suck them dry. And also when like, how long you been working on this skin? Because it looks freaking awesome. Like everyone wants it, but it would have been better to create like a in-game event where people had to play to get people to come and play it. But it's it's just kind of like, it's beautiful, yay. And do you want to pay rent? Do you want to eat this month? Maybe. So yeah, so that's my thoughts about what's going on Pokemon Unite. Belgium and Netherlands, people in there, I'm so sorry this happened to you guys. Um, to their governments, I completely understand. I completely understand. I don't have kids, but I completely understand. It's kind of marketed towards children, but we know children don't play the game. We know who. But yeah, that's what I really have to say. And thank you guys so much for listening. Once again, Unite, man, fix your game. There are things on this bar that don't even work. That's crazy to me. Like your hub needs to be changed. Like what is this down here? Like Cynthia's been here for months. I don't know what she does. What does she add to the team? Like what? Like fix this, fix all of this. I don't know. But all right. See you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.